Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to the Bass Pro Shops NRA Bristol night race here today on the channel. Another Cup Series race, of course. Bristol Motors. One of the more prestigious races in NASCAR that comes in the playoffs here. In fact, the round of 12, the second race of the round of 12. A lot of drama unfolded in that last race at Vegas last night. Jimmie Johnson, coming off a third place finish, needs a lot of points tonight because winning, you're obviously on of 8 drivers to lock themselves into the round of 8 in the current round of 12. And also Daytona. Next race, the Coke 0400, will be the next race and the final race of the round of 12. So this is already going to be an unpredictable race, as it is another unpredictable race after this. If you have a shot to win it, you have to get it done. Black Ace, Angel, welcome to the stream. We're going to jump into qualifying right here, right now. Jimmie Johnson won the first Bristol race this season in the Food City 500. It was an afternoon race. We'll see how he's going to do for qualifying here. Had to back up that warm-up lap through turns 3 and 4 quite a bit. Quick qualifying here tonight in front of a sellout crowd at Bristol Motor Speedway on NASCAR Heat 5. But we'll see where Johnson's going to qualify. Not bad through 1 and 2. A little tight on entrance into turns 3 and 4, but not bad at all on exit. 16.075, fast enough for 18th in qualifying for Jimmie Johnson. James Bird, welcome to the stream. Ghost Destroyer, welcome to the stream. Also, welcome Joshua White. What track should you race your first 50% race? If you really want to get into racing a lot of longer races more consistently, I would say 1.5 miles, because you're going to be racing a lot of them. No real preference though from that point, but that's what I would end up going towards. Kurt Busch is on the pole with a 15.551 by 6/1000ths of a second. Busch will qualify on the pole over Kevin Harvick for the Bristol night race here tonight. Elijah Ferguson, welcome to the stream. James Bird, may you ask a question? You may. Ask away. Give it here a couple seconds before we get ready for the start of this race. How much was my wheel? The wheel was $100 when I bought it, but that was about 3 years ago, 3 to 3.5 years ago. Back when NASCAR Heat 2 was around, and I bought it off of Amazon. It's an RWA Racing Wheel Apex, strictly for the PlayStation, my PlayStation 4. I think you're gonna do the same race I'm doing now. All right, cool, man. Tim Irvin, welcome to the stream also. All right, well, we already got almost double digits in the chat. That will only grow over the course of the night. Playoff drama is very well going to unfold in this race here tonight, that is for sure. Brett Keselowski starting at the rear. He crashed in qualifying, one of the playoff contenders. David Reagan failed inspection. He will be starting at the rear. And Eric Almirola looks pretty fast. Remember, he was one of the drivers that got eliminated in the round of 16. B, welcome to the stream. And here we go. Green flag in the air as the Bristol night race is underway. Who will get the win in 500 laps? Kurt Busch clearing Kevin Harvick off of turn number 2. Johnson in his more preferred lane there on the outside. Got teammate Alex Bowman currently to the inside of him. 3 wide already. To the outside goes Johnson, and he scrapes the wall a little bit. Reddick got a little loose also. There wasn't really a lot of room for Johnson to run up there. Trying to find grip early on. He's already going backwards. Back to the 21st starting position here early in this race. Some may consider this a crown jewel event. More at stake with it being in the playoffs. Could add a lot more, maybe not necessarily prestige to this race, but desperation and wanting to win, especially if you're there at the very end. Johnson desperately trying to get around Ryan Preece here early on. Definitely got to have patience in a race like this. It's very hard on these short tracks, especially in the full-length races in the Cup Series. But you have to have patience. And although you might try to pass cars very hard, you really got to try to do it cleanly. Or you're never going to make it the full length of the 500 laps. Matt DiBenedetto's been looking to get around Johnson these last couple laps also. He's been right on the back bumper of him. Michael McDowell now closing in. Johnson to the inside of Chris Buescher through turns 1 and 2. Can't quite clear him. Johnson keeps getting to the inside of some of these guys, but he just can't clear him on the exit of the corner. That time he'll clear Chris Buescher. Buescher really got slowing up big time. I think he got a little tight up the hill, got out of the gas. DiBenedetto will get by him now for 21st. Mid-pack action going on in the early portion of this race tonight. Can't afford a DNF and have to go into Daytona hoping for something good to happen. Ooh, Johnson in the wall up in turn 2. Contact with Byron. Byron goes back up the track. Hard into the wall. DiBenedetto's involved. We stay green somehow, some way. That was a hard hit for Byron. And he about took out his Hendrick Motorsport teammate Jimmy Johnson just 13 laps into the race. My goodness. Johnson bounced off the wall up in turn 2, came down into Byron, who was on the inside of him. Byron could not make the save. He goes head on into the wall into turn 3. Johnson has a little bit of damage, but not a whole lot. And that could have been catastrophic early on. Unbelievable. Byron, not one of the playoff drivers, but a Hendrick Motorsport teammate of Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy only 6.5 seconds off the lead, despite the fact he is battling for 20th right now with McDowell. Jimmy sends it into turn 3 to try and get around Michael. Barely kept it off the wall there. William Byron finally coming out of the pits, but he's got a ton of damage. Oh, bump and run there. Johnson to DiBenedetto. Kind of accidental, and then as the 21 car of Matty D got a little loose, kind of door slammed Johnson. Johnson couldn't clear him because of it. Ryan Preece right in front of the 48, but Johnson pulls up and clears DiBenedetto finally. Ooh, Preece got a little tight. Johnson slips to the inside of him again. Can't stay there, though, to try and side draft. So hard to pass here. Now Jimmy tries to go high. Preece got to run in that middle line. Oh, man, Johnson in the wall again off of turn 2. And he's finally got to clear Preece for position. He's been battling Ryan Preece since the start of the race. Nick Johnson, welcome to the stream. Quinn Halp, one of the lap cars in the mix here. Oh boy, everybody trying to get around. Johnson hard on the brakes, about ran into the back of Hamlin, getting into turn 3. Hamlin, meanwhile, trying to get around Tyler Reddick for 15. Johnson trying to go to the outside of Reddick. Big run off the exit of the corner, sends it now into turn 3. He's going to clear Reddick to the outside quickly of Joey Logano, using the lap car to the inside of Joey Gase as a pick. Jimmy in the wall in turns 3 and 4, back down into the side of the 51 of Gase. Jimmy is beating up the race car early on. Johnson trying to slide up the track in front of Denny Hamlin, and he does. Seems like center off is where Johnson seems to really do a great job, and even rolling deep into the corners, he does a swell job too. It's so hard to complete the pass. Eric Jones off to a rough start back at 35th. He's actually usually one of the contenders at Bristol. Almost won the Bristol night race last season. Was leading with just over 100 laps to go before getting into the wall and giving up the lead and falling multiple laps down late in the race. Jones, another non-playoff driver, didn't even make it to the round of 16 this season. Great run on the outside. Chase Elliott had to get out of the gas. He was stuck in the middle. Johnson took it 3 wide. Jackson Thomas, welcome to the stream. Very early in the race, Jackson just lapped 30 here in this one. No practice for this race, just the qualifying effort of 18th for Jimmy. He's getting a little loose off the exit of the corners. Loose is fast if he can hang on to it. Big run to the inside of Boyer. Nice clean pass around not only him, but Matt Kenseth as well. Remember, Keselowski started at the rear tonight, and he's only made his way up to 31st. David Reagan also started at the rear. He's only in 30th, but Reagan not a playoff driver. Keselowski is, and Brad is struggling early on. Oh, trouble! Huge crash! Turn 3, Kurt Busch involved, Harvick's involved. Bubba Wallace was the main driver who spun. Timmy Hill and multiple cars involved further back. And we stay green again. Caution now. Late and delayed caution, but the caution will fly. Nonetheless, a hard crash in turns 1 and 2 for the second time tonight, but that time was a much, much bigger pileup. First yellow of the race. And Johnson barely missed that to the inside. He's had to duck and avoid danger multiple times in the early going of this one. My gosh. 4 fresh tire pit stop here for Jimmy. Truex was in the lead at the timing of the caution. Wow. Jeremy Hawk, welcome to the stream. Green flag in the air. Johnson gains 1 spot on pit road. He'll restart at 7th. And look at him nailing the restart. 3 wide to the bottom of the track. At least cleared Kyle Busch before he got into the corner. Gains another spot. And Jimmy, maybe not the best short run car. Not at all, honestly. And he's going to try to hang on for dear life and hopefully hold on to a top 10 position. Jeremy finished 13th in the Xfinity race earlier today with Kyle Busch. By the way, we currently sit 21st in the point standings too. After the first 2 races of the season. Johnson losing a couple spots to Hamlin and Harvick there. Harvick is not in the round of 12. Again, remember, there's a scoring issue with this game with the custom schedule seasons. So I'm having to do it manually. Birthday was pretty good a couple days ago. Thanks for asking there, Black Ace. Johnson seems to be backing up his corners a little bit better than what he was at the very start of the race. Now that he's racing with a little bit faster cars, he can kind of push it a little bit harder without overdoing it. And a lot of the issue is just so hard to pass. At 3 seconds of damage, he did not elect to repair it, at least that time under pit road. Didn't feel the need to there. He's just got to make sure he takes care of the car that he can maybe repair it under the next stop. Yeah, birthday's coming up soon, Jackson. Johnson right on the back bumper of Ryan Newman. Johnson going for it all in turns 3 and 4. Cleared Newman. Newman now with the crossover. Ryan to the inside. Johnson on the outside. Newman gonna clear him back. Jimmy back down to the bottom again. And clears him and now blocks the crossover attempt. Kens it to the outside of Newman. Jimmy very aggressive to make that pass for 8th, and Kenseth is able to get up past Newman as well tonight. Logan Miller, welcome to kind of start in middle, let the car rise up to the outside and turn it down to the bottom. Really using the banking in the center of the corner to kind of help with the speed of the race car. It's a lot easier to run this line when you're in the open. Once you get into heavy lap traffic or just battling for position quite heavily, it's a lot harder to run this line, but it seems to be the fastest around the track. Hamlin and Almirola side by side right now. Parker Fletcher, welcome to the stream. The top lane obviously pretty fast as well. Johnson gaining a little bit of time up here. One caution already in the race, a huge crash in turns 1 and 2 back at lap 30. I should say just past lap 30. Bubba Wallace went for a spin, took out a couple of the lead lap cars along with him. Kurt Busch, one of those drivers, Kevin Harvick, got his damage repaired pretty quickly, got a good restart. Oh boy, really loose there that time off of turn 2. Any online lobbies soon. So I did promise once we got to 500 subs that I would do an online lobby. So I'm going to stick by that. I was originally going to shoot for Friday, you know, today, but I wouldn't have known what time, and then the car situation yesterday, and I didn't know what time I was going to be able to stream for a full race live stream today, and then we ended up doing 2 because the Xfinity Series is, we're able to get that up and running again. So yeah, once we get that subscriber list to 500, I'll definitely be doing another one of those. Next stream is tomorrow, but I'm not exactly sure on what time. We'll be doing the Xfinity Series at Martinsville, just one race tomorrow. Look at this heavy lap traffic, 3 wide through these pack of cars. Oh, contact in the center of it. Harvick and Blaney might have gotten together. Still 3 wide. Oh, Busch and Harvick now, a little contact off the exit of turn 2. Johnson trying to slip by underneath. He's 3 wide with Harvick and Busch now. The 4 and the 18 made contact again. Harvick Oh man, Johnson with a big slide. Clears Harvick in the center of the corner. Jimmy Johnson trying to stay low and go. Ty Dillon off to a rough start in this one in 33rd. Harvick much better here in the round of 12 than what he was in the round of 16. Unfortunately, he was eliminated in a three-way tie with Martin Truex Jr. and Christopher Bell. Johnson all the way to the outside here. Trying to get a run on Blaney. Oh, a little contact. Blaney didn't give him a ton of room. Johnson slips by, and he's up to third. About 7 seconds off the lead from Truex, who couldn't quite get it done. Johnson just a second behind teammate Alex Bowman for second. Another fellow playoff driver. Johnson drove it in deep to get by Nemechek as quickly as he could there, and Bowman's been struggling to get around the lap car of Ross Chastain the last couple laps too. Yeah, sorry if there's a lag in the chat. I've got the hotspot on tonight, so that's about all I can do there. Alistair Moore, welcome to the stream. Bowman trying to get around Chris Buescher in the 17, who was moving backwards. Johnson had to check up behind Buescher. Get him in the next corner through turns 1 and 2. So Johnson has worked his way to his teammate Alex Bowman. Can he work his way around him now? To his inside, into turn 1. Johnson, slide job. Up the track, completes it. Bowman with the crossover. Bowman still on the bottom. Johnson still on the top. Jimmy can't quite clear him off of turn number 4 yet. Seems like he's got the edge. Can't quite move down to the bottom in front of him. Now he does. He blocks him and clears him off of turn 2. Johnson up to second, 6 seconds off the race lead. Can you have NASCAR? Not unless you can let somebody lend it over to you, but that would be the only way you could get it for free. And that's the nice thing without having stages is you don't have to rush for the first 125 laps of this race to try and get the stage win. Especially in the playoffs, with the playoff points meaning a lot, stage points meaning a lot. You don't have to do that here tonight. Simply just got to last to the end. The first roughly 300 to 350 laps, you just got to survive any way you can. You got to be patient. Took Johnson about 20 laps to settle in, but he settled in from that point on. He's had to avoid a couple near-miss accidents for himself, and Bell didn't give Jimmy a lot of room there, and all these drivers going a lap down. Car up in smoke going into turn 1 on the bottom of the racetrack, I believe, but I can't tell exactly who it is. Oh, it's playoff driver Ty Dillon. Huge playoff implications for Ty Dillon. Logano goes a lap down now, just 14 cars on the lead lap. Dillon off to a rough start outside the top 30. He was barely above the cut line just by 1 point coming into this race today. Dillon in trouble now going into Daytona on Sunday. Wow, Jimmy, very loose. Some of it is the damage, of course. Truex starting to get back away from him again. Jimmy closed in once Dylan was up in smoke there, but so many cars were lined up on the inside. Johnson lost sight of him, and now no lap cars in between first and second place. 3.5 seconds back to Harvick in third. Oh boy. And 3 wide with the lap traffic not too far up ahead of the leaders. Lap 80. Truex to the bottom. Oh, contact. Keselowski. Truex trying to get by on the bottom right now. Not a ton of room. Johnson to the top side, 3 wide. Oh, man. Side by side for the lead now. Johnson, Truex. Jimmy trying to follow Kenseth in that third lane. Boyer checked up. Johnson got into the back of him. Jimmy works his way to the outside now. Around the lap traffic, using the lap cars on the inside as pick plays. And Jimmy Johnson will lead his first lap of the race at the line this time. Lap 83. So it took Johnson 83 laps to get to the lead after qualifying 18th. But he's gotten there nevertheless, working his way through the lap traffic. And a lot of drivers have gone a lap down already. Kurt Busch in 9th, about to go a lap down. So just 8 cars on the lead lap now. Kurt Busch started on the pole. Remember, was involved in that first accident of the race. Didn't have the greatest of restarts. On top of it, am I doing a live stream on August 22nd? That's your birthday. There's a good chance I would be. The only time I wouldn't do live streams now that NASCAR's Cup Series doesn't even race on midweek races anymore, so it's a lot easier. As if, I guess, if a race got rained out on a Sunday and ran on a Monday, and if I'm out of town that day. So, like, as of right now, it looks, well, there's going to be 8,000 fans for the Southern 500. I have tickets for that race. So, if I'm eligible to go, then I will obviously be out of town, probably take that weekend off the streaming, but I tried to do it at Bristol, but it just didn't work out so well. I tried a couple days in a row, and we just couldn't get it running, so worst case scenario, I take a couple days off. Wow, Johnson got really loose off of turn 4 there. Started to pull away quite a bit. Now he's struggling in the lap traffic again. Oh, whoa, Jimmy loose off of turn 4 again. 2 out of the last 3 laps he's done that. Wow. Tires aren't even halfway worn out right now either. LC Brawls, welcome to the stream. To have that happen on a 750 horsepower racetrack. Bristol is with this package, lower rear spoilers. A lot less drag. Look at the heavy lap traffic here in the near future also in front of the 48 of Johnson. A lot of lead lap cars are in the mix. How about Daniel Suarez, another top 10 run right now in 8th. Oh, contact. Kenseth and Johnson. Johnson just trying to squeeze by on the outside. Look at how close he got to the wall there. Using all the racetrack up. Trying to find any sort of way to get around these guys that he can. Got through him about as good as he could have. Johnson loose in contact with Hamlin up into the outside wall. Keselowski involved. Johnson's involved. Caution's out again. Second of the race. Heavy contact for Jimmy Johnson, and that is damage that is not repairable. While leading this race, caught up in lap traffic. Jimmy's going to have to pit, but he can't repair the damage to his race car at this point. What a tough break for the 48 of Johnson. He does win the race off of pit road.
We're going green. Are you ready now?
Green flag in the air. Good restart by Johnson, but he's got heavy damage to the front and the right side of his race car. Not sure how this is going to work out. We are only just over 100 laps into the race. Although it was a quick 100 laps, only 2 cautions. Here comes Truex looking for the lead. He is all over the back of the 48. Busch to the outside. Johnson gets tight in the wall off of turn number 2. Truex takes off in the lead, and now he washes up the track loose. Truex saves it. Unbelievable save. Johnson is extremely tight with the damage again to the front and the right side of his race car. After that accident, bringing out the second caution of the race moments ago. Very fortunate to not DNF. Johnson kind of trying to stay out of everybody's way right now with how slow he is, but what will this do for the rest of the race? Oh man, contact with Kenseth. Johnson is just extremely tight. No mods in the chat. Again. Kind of stated that over the last couple streams. In case you missed it, no big deal, but if it gets extremely out of hand with something, I'll pause it if I really have to and do what I have to do. Keselowski has repaired his heavy damage. He's still in the race. Not off to a good start by any means. And that crash definitely did not help. And Johnson leading the race too, 100 laps in. The timing of that caution was just not good for Jimmy. And he does not look the same afterwards. He's 7 seconds off the lead. Oh no! Johnson into the back of Stenhouse. Keselowski gets on by. Stenhouse, another one of the drivers eliminated in the round of 16. He won at Martinsville earlier this season to get into the playoffs. Sure, he would have loved to have made it to the round of 12 knowing Daytona was going to be in this round. And Talladega in the round of 8. Oh, man. Stenhouse got right on that left rear corner panel. Was likely trying to side draft Johnson there, but made contact with him. And Keselowski is moving forward. He is up to 18th. Remember, he started at the rear. It's taken him quite a ways to get up to the front, but don't count him out of this thing. Despite being one lap down. Anthony Hanley, welcome to the stream. Newman with a crossover now on Johnson. Jacob Comstock, welcome to the stream. Oh, contact. Newman, Johnson get together. Currently lap 122. Jimmy barely kept it off the wall there. Oh, wow. Johnson got really loose off of turn 2, and most of that was him just trying to keep it off the 10 of Almirola. More so than trying to get the car to turn. Really had that car cranked to the left as far as he could. Three wide as they try to split Newman. Newman, a little contact there with Johnson. Almirola slips on by. Joey Gase is right there. 37th, going yet another lap down. One of the back marker cars in this one. Billy Kramer, welcome to the stream. Braden Thompson, welcome to the stream. Johnson 10.5 seconds off the lead, as far back as he has been interval-wise all night. He is in the top 5, though. He did get around Blaney about a lap or two ago. It's got really tight. And then Almirola got loose. He got out of the gas even more. Ty Dillon back on the racetrack after being up in smoke earlier in the race. Oh, Hamlin's loose after the contact the corner prior. with Johnson, but Ty Dillon running 38th. Does not want to have to put himself in a must-win situation at Daytona, but that's what it's looking like early. Johnson gets loose off of 2 again. Man, these cars are just sliding around like crazy tonight. Cold 88, welcome to the stream. Oh, contact! Kenseth's loose. Chastain and Kenseth got together off the exit of the corner. They were 3 wide. Keselowski got pinched on the top. Wow. Man, how did Kenseth save that? He was completely sideways. Blaney's caught right back up to Johnson meanwhile. Sounded like there was contact further back, 3 wide. How did Kenseth slip through there? Good move by Johnson to quickly get to the inside of Kenseth. A little side draft off the exit of 2. Barely cleared Timmy Hill in the process, but that was the quickest way to get around both of them. Told you're not too late into this race, not quite at the halfway mark yet. A few cautions up to this point once again. Couple hard accidents. Oh, Kurt Busch pulled right in front of Johnson. He was trying to get around Bobby Carter. Johnson just crosses them both over. 3 wide now down the front straightaway into turn 1. Johnson gets around them both. Good setup move. Anthony Martin Truex Jr. is likely leading this race. He's the one who took the lead off the restart, a couple laps into the restart, away from Johnson. Kyle Busch is likely in second. Truex eliminated in the last round, but Kyle Busch, one of the playoff drivers, as well as Bowman and Johnson. In the top 5, Harvick, another driver, eliminated in that first round. Meanwhile, Bowman getting run down by his teammate Jimmy Johnson. Jimmy making a move to the outside of Bowman through turns 3 and 4. Lap cars to the inside. Johnson slipping on by for now. Up the middle between Joey Gase, Austin Dillon. Threaded it. Nice clean pass though. Jimmy's up to 4th. Johnson just 5 seconds off the lead now. Oh, contact with Buescher. And Harvick not too far ahead of Johnson, less than a second ahead in 3rd. You can see Kyle Busch up there battling with lap traffic. Harvick and Johnson closing in on him. It's like Bowyer's giving his teammate Harvick a lot of room to get to his inside. Johnson's just going to have to follow Harvick. Into turns 1 and 2, though. Oh, no, he couldn't clear him. Oh, my goodness. Heavy contact between the 14 and the 48. Harvick to the outside of Newman. He's starting to get away from Johnson again. That was a big moment. Johnson wasn't able to clear. Jimmy had to back up the last lap now so he can set Boyer up to get around him on the outside. We came into this second race of the round of 12, and just 8 points separate the 8th place driver in points and the 12th place driver in points coming into this one. Johnson with a crossover move on Harvick now for third to the inside. It's like Suarez has gone a lap down. Johnson with a deep run. Oh, into the back of Harvick. Kyle Busch still stuck there. Oh, contact. Johnson slips by up to second. And only about a second off the lead. Oh, man. Ooh, Johnson went to go high. Truex kind of ran that middle line protective, and look at him kind of blocking Johnson off of turn 4. Battle for the lead is on. They try to pick each other around the lap traffic. Oh, Johnson loose. Barely kept it off the wall. Car really just shot up there. Teammate William Byron got in the way of Johnson accidentally now. Jimmy's still trying to get around Truex back to the inside again, but Chad Fincham in the way. Every lane he picks, the lap traffic seems to be there. Oh, Fincham pulls up now. Johnson's got the run to the bottom. Truex still led that last lap, and now he's got to get around Fincham to the outside. Jimmy Johnson back to the lead again. And for the second time today, at lap 162 at the line this time, Jimmy Johnson will be back in the lead. Kyle Busch about 8 seconds back in third place all of a sudden. Oh, man! Off of 4. A little tight. Kind of took my eye off the screen a little too long, too. Did it again. Short track racing at its finest. Oh, slipping and sliding, beating and banging here tonight. Can alternate through the different camera angles for the first time in the race here today. You see the damage again to the right front of the race car of Jimmy Johnson's car. In front of these leaders, going side by side. Johnson to the top now, 3 wide. Little bump there with Ty Dillon. Such blind corners here at Bristol, as you can see, especially running the top. So hard to even see the cars to the inside out of your peripheral vision. Look at Bowman is about to go a lap down now in 5th. Oh, and he got tight in the center of the corner. Johnson's going to get under him. Other lap cars obviously in the way. Even Suarez right now in danger of going 2 laps down. He's in 7th. Oh, contact between the 62 and the 9. Johnson into the back of the 62. Brendan Gaughan, that is. Only about a 2.5 second lead for Johnson, but now Truex has to get through that heavy pack of lap traffic. Blaney up to 5th, but just 4 cars now currently on the lead lap. Johnson in the wall off of turn 2. He's going to have to go back to just calming down, easing the pressure. So I don't think he's going to be able to make it to the end of this race the way that this race has gone up to this point. Oni, welcome to the stream. Matthew Chen, also welcome to the stream. Oh, wow. Johnson got loose on entrance that time into the corner. Harvick in 4th. Kyle Busch in 3rd. Oh, Johnson gets turned by David Reagan, but he saves it. What a save by Jimmy Johnson, dropping it to 3rd gear with a huge power slide up the exit of the corner. And he keeps it going. Unbelievable. Thanks for that comment there, Matthew. Oh boy, Jimmy just missed the wall again. Near contact, crash. We've seen it all tonight. We're not even 200 laps into Bristol. Oh man, Johnson really sent it in there on Kyle Busch. Even with the contact, he still clears him. Unbelievable. Just 2 cars on the lead lap. Well past halfway through the tire run right now for Jimmy. Next Cup season, doing a custom season? No, the next Cup season will be the original schedule that NASCAR was supposed to do before the whole COVID situation. So that will be the next Cup Series season. We will be using Ryan Blaney, him being my favorite driver, season 2. With stages, of course, so we'll change it up there. Same playoff format. Should be a lot of fun. A crazy, crazy race here tonight at Bristol, to say the least. And somehow just 2 drivers are on the lead lap up to this point. All this madness that has gone on. Johnson with about a 13-second lead on Truex. Thanks, Aroni. Want to do a schedule for me, Cole? Yeah, I have another custom schedule. If we do have time to do a 3rd season, it would be another custom schedule season, and I would add all the tracks that the Xfinity and Truck Series races on, because again, I would have done that for this custom schedule. I was not able to do that and had to change it at the last second once I realized that I couldn't put those tracks in. Then they had the patch like a week later. Unfortunately, I already was a handful of races into this season, so I couldn't change anything there. And there's Martin Truex Jr. just in front of Jimmy Johnson off of turn 2. Almost 200 laps in, and Johnson will clear Martin Truex Jr. Truex looked for the crossover, couldn't get it. So Truex will fall 1 lap down. Again, just 2 cautions in this race, despite the craziness that has happened here in this one. As we are about 90 laps into this current green flag run. Oh boy. Jacob Westbrook, welcome to the stream. Oh, contact! Brendan gone. Johnson that time. Johnson overcorrected the loose car off of turn 4 that time, right into Harvick. Good news is, if we were to get another caution at some point in this race, which I would imagine we would, Martin Truex Jr. would get back on the lead lap as long as he hangs on to being just 1 lap down. Meanwhile, Johnson again just cruising around the racetrack, and even Kyle Busch in 3rd in danger of going 2 laps down. By far the largest lead of the race here for Jimmy. It's kind of what we saw in the second half of the first Bristol race this season in the Food City 500. And Johnson's got a severely damaged car on both the right side and the front of his race car after getting involved in that second caution of the race, but he's still in it despite the heavy damage. There's still a long ways to go, and it's still got to be a survival of the fittest here to get to the end of the race. So despite things going well for him now, we're still not even halfway home. So just over 100 laps into this current green flag run right now for the leaders. Last went green at lap 104. We're currently at lap 208. No sign of Truex yet. Oh, Johnson just got it in the back of Fincham there off of turn 4. Remember, Johnson has DNF'd in 2 of the first 4 playoff races so far, both in the round of 16. In the first and third race of the round, Richmond at the very beginning of the race, and then Charlotte Roval at the very end of the race. Both while running inside the top 10. He won the middle race at Chicagoland, luckily, so even going into the Roval, he didn't have to worry about much. Then a third place finish at Vegas in the last race in the start of this round. Definitely a good start to the round for Johnson, with a lot of playoff points coming in, but he does not want to afford a DNF. Oh, Truex just ran Custer up the racetrack right in front of the leader, Johnson. Whether that was intentional or not, I'm not sure. Johnson gets loose off the exit of the corner, right into Almirola. Truex might be trying to hold himself one lap down. Johnson to his inside. Using LaJoie as a pick. And he's going to get around him. Ooh, 3 wide. Jimmy squeezes up there. Johnson's got a 2-lap advantage here. And you can tell these tires are definitely getting worn out. He's going to consider short pitting here very shortly. Being slower on these shorter runs, I think this is going to help Johnson out quite a bit. As long as we stay green, it's definitely risky, but he should hold on to the lead, or at least be close to holding on to the lead. Loose off of 4, old contact with Harvick. Oh, what a move. Sneaking in between Chase Elliott, Chad Fincham. Johnson going to hit pit road very shortly here. Be his first green flag stop of the day. These guys have pitted twice, both under caution both times. He'll stay out of the pits this time, and he'll be pitting next time by. Two separate pit lanes here at Bristol. Johnson's will be on the front straightaway. So Johnson on the pit road here. I believe this pit road speed limit is 30 miles an hour. He's got to make sure he doesn't speed, and he did not. Very good job getting down. 10 seconds of damage. Again, cannot repair it. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel coming. I think Kyle Busch will get his third chip before Chase gets his first. Yeah, I'd say so. Oh yeah, I don't plan on doing the revised schedule. So Johnson does hold on to the lead coming out of the pits. Now he's got the freshest tires on the racetrack. About 8-second lead, 8.5-second lead over Truex. 3 cars now back on the lead lap again. Almost halfway home. Things are kind of spaced out for Johnson coming out of the pit, so that's good to see also. But yeah, I would lean more towards him getting his third championship. Chevy, just in the last 2 to 3 years alone, as a whole, as a manufacturer group, and Hendrick Motorsports as a whole over the last 2 to 3 years, they just don't look right. I mean, yeah, Chase Elliott's won a couple races and he's carrying the banner for Chevrolet and for Hendrick the last couple seasons, but he's still not a top threat championship contender, though. Like, you look at 2018, and yeah, although, again, he was the best Hendrick driver that year, obviously the 4 best drivers were the championship 4 drivers all season. You know, you had the big 3 in Logano. They were just the most consistent. They had the 4 best average finishes on the year. Then you look back to last year, Chase had a decent amount of wins again. 3 wins, 2nd season in a row. But, I mean, he's just got to scrap and claw his way around. He just, I don't know, it just doesn't, he's not there yet, and he will be someday. He's just not there yet. And Toyota, although Kyle Busch is having maybe not even a down year, by Kyle Busch standards it's a down year, but in a typical season, how he's been running this year, even though it's inconsistent, most drivers would take the season Kyle Busch is having, although he has no wins. And I would kind of, I mean, Toyota's just been so much more dominant than Chevrolet as a manufacturer again, and Joe Gibbs Racing's been so much more dominant than Hendrick Motorsports over the last couple seasons. I would lean more towards Kyle Busch winning the 3rd title before Elliott wins his 1st. I can't trust Chevrolet right now. And you're seeing again this year, it's a Ford and Toyota show. Mostly Ford, even, for that matter. It's basically Denny Hamlin carrying the banner, but you look race to race, I mean, Truex and Kyle Busch are still finishing consistently, especially lately, even though Hamlin's by far the best driver on Toyota this season. Oh man, I feel a sneeze coming on. Oh jeez. Been feeling it for like over 100 laps. Johnson way down on the bottom, 3x3 the last couple laps, corner by corner. So in the midst of this huge pack of lap traffic, Johnson did put Kyle Busch and Martin Truex Jr. a lap down here. Once again, Truex first driver 1 lap down though. Kyle Busch not that far behind him. trying to get into that free pass position. Harvick also 1 lap down in 4th. Almost halfway home. My favorite driver is Ryan Blaney. Oh, we got a car up in smoke going into turn 3, and it's Daniel Suarez, and another heartbreaker for Daniel. Not sure what pit lane he is on. I would have to assume the back straightaway because he did not pit on the front there. Now he gets down to the apron, so Suarez will pull on the pit road. He was in the top 10 most of the night tonight. He's already finished in the top 10 in 3 of the first 4 playoff races. And for a non-playoff driver and a lower funded team, it's been a great run for Suarez. And he was looking for 4 out of 5 top 10s to start the playoff races, despite, again, not being in the playoffs. But Suarez, that chance is going to come to an end prematurely. Even if he gets that car back on the track, he's going to lose 3 or 4 laps. I think Chase should stay with Hendrick. I think he should. I think he should, and I think he will. I mean, I don't know what option would be open for him there. I mean, he's got such a bind. He came up through the Hendrick ranks. I think it's more of a process. Hendrick would get rid of him before Elliott would leave Hendrick, which that would never happen either. He's not going to let the most popular driver go. Especially the sponsorship funding he brings in year to year and the performance he has been putting on. Yeah, that's an easy question. Kyle Busch, Truex battling back and forth for second now. Yeah, and Chase is too good of a driver, and again, too much funding for him to not be on a competitive team. I mean, that family in general has just got so many ties with Hendrick. He's not going anywhere. And there's Kyle Busch once again. How quickly Johnson was able to get all the way back around the track, put Truex and Kyle Busch another lap down again with these fresh tires again. Johnson has pit under this green flag run when he was 2 laps ahead. He's right back to 2 laps ahead again. We're going to be halfway home this time by here at Bristol tonight. Ryan Preece with a good run in 8th. Jimmy Johnson leading the race. At the cross flags mark, we are halfway home in the Bristol night race as he tries to go for the Bristol sweep this season. He won the Food City 500 in dominating fashion, looking to do it again in the Bristol night race. As well, contact with Hamlin that got him into the side of Christopher Bell. Almost said DiBenedetto. That was not clean whatsoever, but Johnson gets through it. Just past the halfway mark. And Johnson's just got to make it to the end of the race. It's amazing how long this green flag run has gone. Once again, last restarted at lap 104. We're at lap 258, so we are over 150 laps into this green flag run here at Bristol. Again, just 2 cautions in the halfway point of the race. Calamity around every corner the first 150 laps, seemingly. Somewhat calmed down as Johnson's gotten out to a bigger lead, but there's still instances from time to time Johnson still has to be careful. Things happen so quickly here at Bristol. So easy to get caught up in somebody else's accident too, as we almost saw earlier on in the night during that first yellow flag of the race, and there was a big pile up in turns 1 and 2. Started when Bubba Wallace went for a spin right in front of some of the lead lap cars at the time. Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch got involved, Timmy Hill was involved. Johnson barely missed to the inside. So it looks like some of the other drivers are coming onto pit road. Matt DiBenedetto was down there. Boyer's on pit road now. So green flag stops going on for the rest of the field. Everybody should have to pit one more time at least in this race. Johnson's got to be careful running the bottom here, knowing some drivers are going to be wanting to come down onto pit road over the next dozen laps or so. Probably gonna have to just try to run the top just to be safe more often than not. Buying the bottom pretty quickly there, and problem is too, he's going to start giving up a lot of time once these guys come out of the pits. But look at how big of a lead he's got now all of a sudden. Now, Harvick hasn't pit yet, but and once he does, Johnson's easily going to have about a 4-lap lead on eventual second-place driver Kyle Busch. Harvick's on pit road as we speak. Denny Hamlin's still on the racetrack. He'll cycle into second for a quick moment. Kyle Busch got stuck behind Justin Haley. He'll go another lap down now all of a sudden. Oh man. And the gun swiped right in front of Blaney. Blaney having a big bounce back performance. Remember, he DNF'd pretty early in the last race at Vegas, so Blaney needs to have a comeback performance. Only scored 1 point. He had 2 wins on the season coming into this round of the playoffs. Remember, he won at the Charlotte Roval in the last race of the first round to get in. He didn't necessarily need the win to get in, but he took those extra 5 playoff points. But he does come into this race below the cut line after race 1 at Vegas, but he's having a strong performance so far tonight, again in the top 10. It was a real bummer because, again, it was in the first half of that race in which he had DNF'd at Vegas, and he was running in the top 10 that night, so he's had good speed pretty much all season. He finished 5th in the regular season standings. Blaney seems like a contender, perhaps, for the championship. It's definitely not impossible as we carry forward here in this one. Again, next full race live stream is tomorrow. NASCAR Xfinity Series racing on the channel for NASCAR Heat 5, and it will be the third race of the season at Martinsville. That custom schedule. 250 lapper. Should be a lot of fun. David Sweet, welcome to the stream. No, it's probably... Is it David Sweat or David Sweet? It actually... Now I'm retracting it. It's probably David Sweat. Sweet would probably be EET, but I don't know. Nevertheless, though, thanks for joining the stream. Even with the heavy damage again, I mean, you look at fastest lap of the race, 16.036, and even with the heavy damage to the right side and to the front of the car that we've had since that accident on the second caution of the race at lap 100, Johnson's still running 16.2s pretty consistently, 16.3, so he's only 2 to 3 tenths of a second off of that time. Never quite got to that fastest lap ever mark that he had placed back in the Food City 500 earlier this season, but again, I just absolutely cannot believe how far into this green flag run we have gone. We're over 200, or sorry, over 180 laps into the run. Last caution again on lap 100. Going green at lap 104. Oh, contact Michael McDowell. Johnson looks to the inside, 3 wide on Eric Jones, Timmy Hill. Oh, Jones got a little loose. Elliott squeezes by for a quick moment. Johnson still can't quite clear Timmy Hill off of turn 4. He's on the inside of him. Hill went to the top. Caution's out for the 3rd time today, and that times it out perfect for Johnson. Because again, he was going to have to pit before everybody else after short pitting by about 30 to 40 laps before 3rd caution of the race. And that will end a near 200 lap green flag run. We were definitely very close to that. Johnson will hit pit road along with the rest of the field here, and we'll probably have another crazy restart, but Johnson hopefully going to make it through it. Can't repair the damage again because of the 5-second damage clock. And Martin Truex Jr. was in second, so he'll get the free pass, but he will be 4 laps down instead of 5. So Truex still way out of this. Jimmy Johnson at this point, this is his race to lose, seemingly is really widening it out over that long green flag run. And by short pitting, that worked out to perfection. It had to stay green for it to work, and it did for everybody to cycle through. So just like that, Jimmy Johnson has a huge lead Green flag back in the air here at Bristol, 206 laps to go. These guys lined up behind Jimmy now looking to get one of their laps back, if not multiple laps back. Harvick, oh, to the inside. Johnson got a little tight. Slightly in the wall. Off the exit of the corner, that was. Busch getting a little loose. Johnson's just going to be patient. He's going to stick around the top right now. Traffic's going to get thicker and thicker the further back in the pack he goes. He just does not have a short run car. And stalled that lane out on the bottom for a quick moment there. Clint Boyer, meanwhile, just trying to get around Denny Hamlin. Johnson kind of staying with Kurt Busch for now. I don't know how long he's going to be able to hold that up for, but... .300 laps down, 200 laps to go in the Bristol night race. Race number 2 of the round of 12 of the playoffs. Johnson looking for the win. He has dominated the majority of the race tonight. Pretty much from about lap 150 or so. Well, last took the lead at lap 163 to be exact. A little bit of pit strategy to get him onto a much bigger lead by short pitting. It stayed green long enough. It was worth the risk. Johnson's got a multi-lap lead because of it, and it's his race to lose. As long as he makes it to the end, he will lock himself into the round of 8 and get the Bristol sweep this season. And just like the round of 16, he'll win the second race of the round, with again the Coke 0400 at Daytona being the third and final race of the round of 12, and that will be again coming up Sunday afternoon. In reality, though, Johnson really didn't fall too far back after that last restart. Can alternate through the different camera angles one final time in the race here tonight. Just less than 200 laps left. 1,000 turns around this racetrack at Bristol. 2 separate corners for 500 laps. World's fastest half mile. Johnson seemingly running an even better race than what he did earlier this season at the track. Can't remember exactly how many cautions there were in the Food City 500 earlier this year. There were either 5 or 6, but again, up to this point, we're pacing to have less than that here tonight. Oh, Johnson in the wall up on turn 4. Contact heavily to the inside. just misses Justin Haley, who comes back across the track as they stack in behind. Stenhouse involved, a couple other cars behind Johnson involved. Jimmy made heavy contact with the outside wall to bring out the fourth caution of the race. Truex will get another free pass and more damage now to the right front of Johnson's car. With 188 to go, a freak accident that time off of turn 2, and that has been Calamity Corner tonight. My goodness. Everybody hit pit road, and they'll try to get their laps back again here. Johnson will try to nail the restart as best as he can. Green flag back in the air. Got off to a good restart. Harvick, Bowman all over the back of Johnson. A little bit more damage to the race car. Might make it just a bit more tighter than what it already was. Harvick to the inside, and he moves Johnson up the track. Once again, Johnson just kind of getting freight trained. Tries to stay around the top. Oh, and he came down into his teammate Bowman off of turn 2. Thought he might have had it cleared in the center of the corner. That wasn't the case. Bowman underneath him again. Johnson just able to slide down behind Bowman and in front of the two SHR Fords behind him. Cole Custer, Clint Boyer. Bowman about to slid up into Keselowski there. Brad again started at the rear. He's gotten up to 13th. That's not bad here. Only 4 cautions in this race tonight at Bristol, so he hasn't had much opportunity to. Really been stuck in traffic all day. Keselowski doing everything he can. Put himself as good of a chance going into Daytona as he can for the Coke Zero 400. Perhaps make it to the next round. Oh, car to the inside of Johnson. He had no clue. Eric Almirola was there, and Johnson accidentally made the contact. Newman moves Johnson up the track now, and he'll get around him. I'm back from watching the career mode video. Nice. Thanks for checking it out. Oh, Johnson. Oh, no. Into the side of LaJoy and again into the inside wall. How many times is Johnson going to get bailed out here tonight? He's hitting the wall hard, but he's just not hitting it head on. He's kind of just pancaking it. Got to reel it in. Goes to show these races are never easy, even with a 3-lap lead on Truex. And you can see Truex coming through the field too. He is trying to get to 2 laps down. Remember, Truex was 5 laps down in this race. 2 cautions, 2 free passes. If he can unlap himself again here and then get a quick caution, he's only 1 lap down with about 150 to go. I mean, it's a new race. Bad luck in the second half of this race for Johnson is just hurting the performance in his race car. Not getting help from lap traffic, maybe overdriving it at times. Harvick just got around Kyle Busch for 3rd. Blaney's still camping out in the top 5 and 5th. And again, Kyle Busch, that is, in 4th. And now Blaney just got around Busch. So Kyle's back to 5th all of a sudden. Blaney's up to a race high 4th place. Johnson trying to get underneath Logano. He's definitely underneath him. He just can't complete the pass. And now he does. Logano with the crossover, multiple laps down, but trying not to go another lap down. Logano won at Vegas, so he's in the next round. Shot of winning this race pretty much out the window. That's all Jovi was going for these last 2 races of the round. Oh man, Johnson didn't quite have Stenhouse cleared. Actually, kind of a good thing Johnson short pitted when he did, because I don't think he'd have the lead anymore if that was the case. Or at least these other guys would be on the lead lap. Remember, he gained 2 laps because of it. Truex very well could have gotten the free pass by now. Johnson has just been struggling to get around LaJoie this run. Good news is he's slightly pulled away from Truex. Look at this. It doesn't matter whether Johnson goes high, goes low. Oh, got it in the back of LaJoie that time. Now he's to the outside of him, but Kurt Busch on the outside also right in front of Johnson, so Johnson still can't clear Corey LaJoie. Big run, trying to drive it in deep to the bottom of the track now, and that's one way to clear Corey. Trying to get to the inside of Kurt Busch. Joey Gase about to be in the way. Welcome back called. Oh, Johnson loose again off of 2. Just trying to hang on to it. Lucky friend, welcome to the stream. Haiti, also welcome to the stream. 150 laps to go this time by for Jimmy Johnson. Again, 3-lap lead. Now it's Kyle Busch who has all of a sudden caught Martin Truex Jr. for that free pass spot. Don't count him out of it yet. They were 5 laps down. They are now only 3 laps down. Johnson 3 wide and tight to the outside there off the exit corner. Sneaks on by. Playoff drivers having troubles tonight. Ty Dillon being one of them. Outside the top 30 all night. He fell an extra couple laps down very early in the race after having a tire go down. Looked like it might have been an engine issue the way the smoke was rolling out of the back of the car. He was able to get to pit road. Unfortunately, we stayed green, so he lost those laps. Repaired the damage, got back out on the racetrack. Johnson had problems earlier, but has kind of come back from it, and now he spins again and barely keeps it off the wall. What a save by Johnson on the inside of the racetrack, and we stay green. Man, how did he keep it off the wall? An unbelievable save, and again off of turn 2, which we have seen problems for a lot of drivers tonight. Unbelievable save. It was definitely a spin all by himself, and Kyle Busch is slowly caught back up to Johnson because of it. Oh, Custer moved up into Jimmy. Center of the corner, they slam. Custer gets loose now into turn 3. And they keep it going. Kyle Busch narrows the gap again on the 48 of Johnson. Trying to get the 2 laps down. This is not an easy one to get to the end. Never is at Bristol. Almirola got a little loose. Jimmy about had flashbacks of Custer a couple laps prior. Johnson slipping by on the top. He's slowly getting back away from Kyle Busch. Again, at some point in time, everybody will have to pit at least one more time in the race. It's going to depend on how the cautions will fly. If we have any more, that is. Last went green with 186 to go. We've had 4 cautions total in the longest green flag run again. 192 laps today, so it's not impossible that we could go caution-free the rest of the way, but we'd have to make a single green flag pit stop. Thanks for watching our work there, Black Ace. Greatly appreciate it. Going out of your way. Let's enjoy tonight's race. Johnson's been struggling with his race car. Like Newman about got loose. I think he was just trying to get on the brakes hard to keep from running into the back of Austin Dillon. Going into turn 3 there. 2 RCR cars side by side. Johnson goes 3 wide to the outside of both of them. Squeezes through. Oh, Johnson again loose off of turn 4. My goodness. Break after break. Johnson keeps catching. It is unbelievable the saves he has made, and a couple of them with no contact whatsoever, not only to start the issue, but to end it. And he's still got 133 laps to try and make it to the end. Whether it's his fault or somebody else's fault around him, Jimmy has survived his way to the finish. Has the fastest car. He just needs to run his own race as he has most of the night. Just get to the end. Oh, look at that, 3 wide up in front. Like Stenhouse to Benedetto and Haley were 3 wide. Alex Bowman all of a sudden has moved his way to third. He's had a quiet but steady night tonight. He's been in the top 10 more often than not. And Martin Truex Jr. has fallen outside of the top 5, and you wonder if something has happened to Truex tonight. Not a playoff driver, but still Truex has led a lot of laps. He's got to be on the racetrack still. He's just flat out falling outside of the top 5. But Bowman, one of the playoff drivers, won at Richmond in the round of 16, the playoff opener this season, and that's how he got to this round. Had a decent run at Vegas, top 10 run, and another top 10 run, in fact top 5 run late in the race today. Oh, took the eye off the screen too long. Johnson into the wall again. Off of turn 2. The car survives even longer. Oh my goodness. And Jimmy still rolling with 126 to go with a severely damaged race car. Benedetto with a great run in 9th. Go another lap down. Johnson still 3 laps ahead. Johnson is bad loose out in front of the field right now. And again, problem is he cannot repair the damage the rest of this race. Black Ace, I held my breath on that one too, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, we hit it head on. I think we just got on the brakes just enough. And again, heavy, even heavier damage to the front and the right side of the race car. And a little bit of damage to the radiator. Caused a little bit of higher temperatures than what we've been running most of the night. He's right around 260. But the good news is with being on a short track, we shouldn't have to worry about it overheating, but I don't know how much damage he can withstand. We still got over 100 laps to go. We're getting alerted slightly here and there about the temps, but Hamlin, another quiet but good night inside the top 10. And there's Martin Truex Jr., who again fell outside of the top 5. In danger of going 4 laps down. He's in 6th. Johnson going to pull off the slide job. He's going to get around him. And more heavy lap traffic in the near future. Second, third, and fourth place drivers up ahead, as well fifth. Blaney's up there too. Oh, Kenseth got up into Chase Elliott. Center of the corner. Oh, man. Johnson going to put all these guys another lap down slightly in the wall off of 2. Great move up the middle by Johnson. 4-lap lead. 111 laps to go. Johnson survived another test. Almost 400 laps in here. In about the next 10 laps, and Johnson's considering short pitting like he did earlier in the race to get 4 fresh tires back on the car. Again, he's past halfway through this run. That'll help him out at least for a little bit, and will survive him just that much longer. That's why he's considering it. Jimmy looking for career win number 102. In tonight's race, it would be win number 19 of the season. What a going away party Johnson has had this year. He's already won a couple of crown jewels this season. The Daytona 500, the Coke 600. Some, again, consider the Bristol night race another crown jewel event. Johnson trying to get it done here tonight. The middle, great move, barely cleared Keselowski. Oh man, very tight up the middle between Byron and DiBenedetto. And meanwhile, Alex Bowman up to second, Hendrick 1-2. And the best thing about it is that Jimmy Johnson, or I should say, the best thing about it is that they're both in the playoffs between Johnson and Bowman. Jimmy will pit second green flag stop of the race today, and his 5th pit stop total. 4 fresh tires and a full tank of fuel. Zanya, welcome to the stream. 15.8 second stop for Johnson. He's going to lose a couple laps of his lead. Could not repair the damage, but he did get 4 fresh tires back on the car. He's got about 2-lap lead, but now he's got the freshest tires in the field, so risk of giving up a couple laps. Almost to 100 to go. Andrew Hollenbach, welcome to the stream. I should say welcome back to the stream. Black Ace, there was no damage repair because of the 5-second damage clock for NASCAR Heat 5. Again, above 5 seconds of damage, so we cannot repair it. 100 to go. 400 laps down in the Bristol night race. Jimmy Johnson leads considerably, but trying to survive to the end. Been throwing tests left and right. Andrew, I like your comment. Will there be another stream tonight? You're telling me after 500 laps at Bristol, you think I'm going to stream again tonight? No way, man. This is tiring as it is. No, in all seriousness, no, we'll be back again tomorrow. We'll be at Martinsville for the Xfinity Series tomorrow afternoon. Tomorrow evening, somewhere around then. Probably closer to evening hours. 250 lapper there. Yeah, no, I can't physically do it. Again, I'm not a big night owl. I'm usually, when I'm not streaming, I'm in bed by 10, 11 o'clock every night, so about as late as it gets for me. I think Johnson's got the grip in the tires. Well, the aerodynamics are not great on the race car. Again, it helps that it's a slower track. This would not work out so well on a bigger track, but with this being just a half-mile short track, Johnson's just put Blaney another lap down. Kyle Busch back to fourth. See Harvick in this little bit of a mess. Ooh, 3 wide right in front of Jimmy. Oh man, Boyer got loose. He might have made contact with the 47 of Stenhouse. It was tough to tell.
Looking inside now. Hold your line, got one inside.
Jimmy squeezes by. 91 to go. Triple Boy 3, welcome to the stream.
Careful, still there. All right, you're clear there.
Sorry to hear that, Triple Boy. It's 87 to go.
You got room, you're clear. Got a car coming inside now. All clear.
Those oil temps starting to get a little higher again. They're getting just above 260. Won't start spewing smoke till he gets about 270, so Johnson doesn't have to worry about it too much right now, but we get later and later into the race. Again, Jimmy's just gonna have to keep an eye on it. It's gotten up to about 263, it looks like, at the most so far. 264.
Stay low. You got room, you're clear there. You got room, you're clear.
And more heavy lap traffic. Could be dangerous situation here for Johnson, knowing he's got a ton of damage on the car already. Good news is, again, he's got fresher tires than the rest of the field. Problem is, with them having much older tires, they still all have to pit at least one more time. Truex gonna go another lap down there. 3 wide right in front of Johnson.
Looking inside now.
Oh, Johnson about got clipped by Logano off of turn 4. Just gonna follow Kenseth around the outside for now.
Got one peeking inside. Got a car coming inside now. Got a car coming inside now. Looking inside now.
Ooh, we'll contact Johnson. Boyer.
Coming inside now.
And Johnson gets out of it. 3-lap lead on Bowman now. 4-lap lead back to Kyle Busch in 3rd. Inside Uranus, welcome to the stream.
Still there.
75 laps left here at Bristol. Blaney now up to 3rd. Again, bounce back performance for the 12 of Blaney. I'll have to tally up again the playoff standings at the end of the race, but I'm going to end up ending the stream once we go through the finishing results and all that. Once we get to the end of the race, not really look at the points situation until before we go to start the race on Sunday afternoon at Daytona for, again, the cutoff race. Oh, Johnson overruns the corner, and that's gonna do it. Oh no, the game glitch. Ah. Of all things, the game had to glitch. I thought they patched this. Are you kidding me? Well, that's a DNF for Johnson. We know that much. I've had such terrible luck with this game, I swear, man. NASCAR Heat 5, greatest game ever. I'll have to end up simulating the race somehow, some way. So we had an issue with this in the Bristol truck race, I believe it was. It was the final race of the regular season, but it did not calculate our win. Unfortunately, a little different scenario here. We're in the playoffs, and it's hard to give it a real. I was gonna give this a realistic broadcast and be like, oh, Jimmy Johnson crashes off turn 2, whatever, and then the game crashes. You know, like why do we gotta do this? Why does this game have to happen like this? I'm just going to end it right here. Subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. I'll get to the bottom of this. Daytona will still be on Sunday. I'll figure out the point situation as best as I can. If anything, we might just end up giving Blaney the win. Or, not Blaney, Bowman the win. He's running second. If it looks like the order changes quite a bit. If the running order, if I'm able to, like, say, redo this, and the running order looks similar to how we were running tonight, obviously with me finishing, well, we had 2 cars out of the race, so we would finish 38th. We'd get 1 point, so yeah. Well, yeah, again, subscribe for more daily NASCAR content. Like, share, and subscribe, I should say. We're close to 500 subs. Road to 1,000, of course, is on the line. And I'll see you guys tomorrow for Martinsville Xfinity Series. Thanks, everybody, for watching. Hey, have a good night.